Hello, Jade here and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please press the red subscribe button and the button so that you can receive notifications each time I upload a video. Today I want to talk to you about the number one question I get asked over and over and over. How did you clear your acne? Well, this has been a long journey. Now, I have suffered from teenage years pimples, even through my my 20s, mid-20s, going into my 30s, I had pimples, but only in my mid-30s did I start to get nodular acne, and it was really bad, and I had clusters of acne all through my face. I had blind pimples all over my nose, and it was bad, and it was very painful. The nodular acne all over my jawline was so painful, and it predominantly started because all my hormones were out of balance. But not just that, I've learned along the way that unless you have a clean gut, you will never clear your skin. So I would buy Band-Aid jobs, what I'd call Band-Aid fixes. I'd buy, creams. I bought Proactive. I bought Dead Sea Sand, Salt, whatever it was. I did dermabrasion. I bought absolutely every cleanser and whatever on the market trying to get rid of this acne, but nothing would work. Now, first of all, in 2010, I started my health journey, and I went to Weight Watchers, and I was following the Weight Watchers point plan. And yes, I did lose weight. I lost 26 kilos with Weight Watchers. And I then worked for the company, and I kept my weight off for several years up until recently when I put it on again through my vegan journey. And I think the number one problem was when I started working at Weight Watchers, and then I started studying nutrition, and I became a certified nutrition, I became very pro-protein. And I was having about 60% of my diet was protein. And then I would have 20% fat, 20% carbohydrates, so extremely low carbohydrates, which isn't good because I now know, and I have learned, that our whole bodies are fueled by glucose. So if we're not fueling our body with glucose, we are starting to cause major damage to our body, which is exactly what I did. I caused major damage to my body. All my hormones were out of whack, and it was reflecting in my skin. So whilst my hormones were all out of balance, and I believe I was putting so much stress and strain on my adrenals through my diet, and it was affecting my skin. Not to mention, because of all the animal products that I was eating and the poor diet, it was affecting all the gut bacteria, and nothing was flourishing, nothing was healing. Basically, my skin was just rotten. So I decided to become a raw vegan, a high carb, low fat raw vegan, eating predominantly fruit. And at first, when I started on this program, my skin started to clear. But it was funny, after about 28 days, all of a sudden it started festering worse. And I thought, oh my God, what have I done? I've made matters worse. But I noticed on my raw vegan journey that over months you go through different cycles, and unless you've been a raw vegan long term, you won't understand those cycles. But you go into dips as your body starts to dig deeper and deeper and cleanse further. You go into sort of waves of detox where you've just been normal, and then all of a sudden your body's like, I'm going to dig and dig, and you'll know. And then I would have a purge, so to speak, of acne come up, because look, your skin's your largest organ, and it only makes sense that the acne is going to come out of you. You're going to have acne come out of your skin when you've got impurities that want to come out of your body. Now, you're probably thinking along the same lines I used to think, and I think, well, okay, but I see people sit there with Mars bars, Twisties, McDonald's and Coke, and their skin is beautiful. Why is it affecting me when I've been eating relatively healthy since 2010? well, what I thought was healthy back in 2010. I was slim. Thing is, with some people, your dietary choices may affect your skin. For others, it might affect them in weight. For others, it may affect them in different diseases. We're all different. But for me, predominantly, my body just said, get the toxins out, and I'm using your largest organ, your skin. And look, it was probably a good thing, at least, that they were coming up. So something was working somewhere along the lines, but it's not an attractive way to live when your skin is full of acne. It's horrible. So the first thing I did was make a commitment to wear no makeup. Like, that was huge for me. I'd been wearing foundation since I was age 13. And for anybody who wants to pick and pull me apart, there are people who do that. Yes, I wear lipstick. Yes, I wear mascara. But no, I don't wear any foundation on my skin. So when I say I don't wear makeup, that's what I'm talking about. In fact, I use no cleansers, no creams, nothing on my skin. So that was the first thing I did. And I had to push my ego completely aside because I felt horrible. Like, I had dreadful acne everywhere. And I was turning up to work. I was going to see clients. And I was representing myself as a picture of perfect health, and I looked dreadful because my skin was horrible. But I just said, you know what, this is what I've got to do. If I want to finally allow my skin to breathe and to heal it, that's the number one thing. And I haven't worn makeup now for over 3 years, and I don't regret it. I can't regret it now because I've got the best skin I've ever had in my life. I mean, but when I was a baby. So that was my number one thing. After that, I made a commitment to the raw vegan diet. So predominantly I eat fruit, and that's where I get my energy from. I made a decision that I was no longer going to incorporate grains into my diet. Now, the reason I made that decision is grains are very inflammatory to the body. So whilst we're putting grains into our body, our gut cannot heal. If our gut cannot heal, again, your acne will not heal. So that was the first thing I did. I eliminated the grains, and I made a commitment to the fruit, and most importantly, greens. Now, some people will say you don't need greens, you don't need greens. I assure you, if you want your skin to heal, you need to be putting 1 to 2 pounds of greens into your diet daily. That's 500 grams to a kilo for people in the metric system. So you need to be having those greens. Now, I have green juices. I have celery juice. I'll put the link for my celery juice video in the description. And I always have that green juice first thing in the morning. And I usually have 1 pound of greens in my juice. So that's the first pound gone. Okay, so then you've only got 1 more pound to do. And I have that throughout the day. So say if it's lunchtime, I will have some fruit with celery. I'll have some fruit with some romaine lettuce. I'll have some fruit with some baby mustard leaves or whatever. I also incorporate herbs in my diet. The main 3 herbs I have are mint, basil and cilantro, and that's because they're readily available and inexpensive here in Vietnam. But whatever herbs float your boat, but cilantro is very, very, very good for cleansing your body and removing heavy metals. The other thing that I also did was not use any cleansers, as I said, but you're probably thinking, well, did you ever use anything on your skin? And yes, I did early doors. I did a bentonite clay and water once a week. Also did an activated charcoal mask once a week. And also to exfoliate my skin once a week, a tiny little bit of salt mixed with lemon, and I would just put that on my skin as well. And I found that was very cleansing. I didn't put any oils on my skin, and that was really important. And also, hence I said I didn't put any oils on my skin. I didn't put any oils into my body either. If I'm not going to put it in my skin. Why would I ingest it? So no oils at all in my diet. And that's really important. Also keep my fat levels under 10%. I don't recommend having no overt fats in your diet. And I know some people do recommend it for cleansing, but especially for a female, I find it's quite damaging to your hormones if you drop your fat levels that low. I also found that a lot of my hair would fall out if I would go no overt fats, whereas now I have my fat levels between 7 and 10% of my diet, generally from chia seeds or avocado or coconut milk, and occasionally cashew nuts. Cashew nuts aren't raw. If I was back in Australia, I would have hemp seeds, but it's very hard to get different varieties of seeds and nuts in Vietnam, where I'm living currently. So I do recommend having fats. Now, if you must eat cooked food, now I generally have a massive salad in the evening. If you must eat cooked food, I would recommend having a massive bowl of spinach and maybe some sweet potato or some pumpkin on the side. I would also recommend trying to add in some raw food alongside that, maybe some sliced cucumber or whatever. If you're looking for delicious salad recipes, whatever, follow me on Instagram. I'm forever posting recipes on there. Always looking for hydrating recipes. I'm always adding a lot of cucumber into my diet. I have 2 to 3 cucumbers a day because a cucumber is so hydrating for your skin. I also drink a lot of water. So when I say a lot of water, I drink 1 to 2 litres a day. That's 16 to 32 ounces a day, and I generally squeeze a lemon into that. I also, when I make my dressings, I blend a lemon or lime into my dressing. That's because it's so alkalining for your body. Now, the number one thing I need to tell you, if you are on this raw journey, and you want to go on a raw journey to fix your skin, and I truly believe it's the only true way to. You need to make sure you do a few things. One, you need to supplement with a B12. I also recommend you get plenty of sunshine, and I've found my skin has just thrived since I'm in the tropics, and that's because I'm getting an abundance of natural vitamin D. However, if you're in a country where you can't access the sun the same way I do in Vietnam, I would recommend taking a vegan vitamin D supplement daily, and that'll make a huge difference for your skin because your body can't absorb the minerals and nutrients that you're putting into your body if you don't have adequate vitamin D levels. I also recommend that you are patient. I see people start the raw diet and like they're 2 days in and they're like, my skin hasn't healed. Hello? How long were you feeding yourself rubbish? How long were you on a sad diet for? You're on a sad diet since you were born. You have been consuming the wrong foods over and over and over, and your body's got to detox and cleanse from all of that. To get my skin to where I am now, I'm talking about a 3-year journey. And that's a long time, and I've still got stuff that is still trying to surface under the skin. And I mean, not like it was. You can just see my skin lines. Oh God, I'm better. My skin line's beautiful. I don't have the problems that I had, but there's still, it's some blackheads still under the skin that are eventually getting themselves out there, and that's taken me 3 years. So don't expect instant results. But the one thing I do recommend is you need to be dedicated to this lifestyle. You need to be consistent with your eating. When I say that, it's not having one to 2 days where you're completely raw and then going off on a tangent and ending up having a deep fried burger and deep fried fries. You're going to put your whole body into havoc, and you will see the acne return. Now, this I promise you, it will return. Now, I was raw for 22 months and went off track for 4 months, and in that 4 months my skin started to completely break out, and I'm talking completely. It was just festering up everywhere, and that was just returning the grains, having higher fat in my diet. And when I say high fat, I was having some fried food and stuff like that, and my body was just like, what are you doing? This is not the way we treat you. I know what I'm going to do. Pimple, pimple, pimple. And that's what happened. So I know for a fact, you start returning those foods, you will start to see your body break down again and say, no, we were all about healing. And the only way you can truly heal your body is via fruits, via greens, via raw foods, and most importantly, following a low-fat, animal product-free diet. And there's no other way. You can put Band-Aid fixes on and put some, creams, and it may temporarily go down, but I assure you, you'll feel your skin and it'll still be there. And I hear people talk all the time, oh, you can go on this medication, go on that. No. It's all Band-Aid fixes, which is going to affect all your hormones, your body, everything else. You do not want to put chemicals into your body. You do not want to put chemicals onto your face to heal your body. You want to heal your body naturally. And I know we live in a pop-tart society, and I know we want results yesterday. But unfortunately, healing doesn't work that way. So if you want to be true to yourself and you want to dedicate yourself to this lifestyle, you will get the results you desire. It just takes patience and time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps, and I hope you have the beautiful skin that you're after. Just remember patience, 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 and consistency, consistency, consistency. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Leave a comment below. And most importantly, love life, live free, and be kind to the #1 person in your life, you.